Hello and welcome to It's Tomorrow News, and this is Hena Talati. A state of emergency was declared after the tropical storm Ida hit New York and northeastern United States, bringing widespread flooding. Footage on the social media showed the water pouring into the subway stations and people's homes and flooded roads. New Jersey also declared an emergency and reported at least one death. A person drowned in Passaic, New Jersey, officials said. A tornado also destroyed at least 9 homes in Mullick Hill in the same state. Evacuees who fled Ida before the storm hammered southern Louisiana are being urged not to return home. Gulf Coast begins an arduous recovery from one of the most powerful storms ever to hit the region. 3 days after the Category 4 hurricane came ashore, more than a million homes and businesses remained without electricity. Power was restored to some customers in the eastern part of the New Orleans on Wednesday morning, but the utility warned it may take weeks to return service to some areas where transmission towers had crumpled into the heaps of metal. The storm killed at least 4 people and left many thousands more in misery. Counties' homes were destroyed and towns were flooded, evoking memories of Hurricane Katrina, which killed some 1,800 and nearly destroyed New Orleans 16 years ago. Although weakened, Ida still posed a threat to parts of the United States on Wednesday. The National Weather Service warned that the remnants of the storm could dump up to 8 inches of rain across the mid-Atlantic region into the southern New England, triggering potentially life-threatening flooding. Along the Gulf Coast, officials were unable to complete a full damage assessment because fallen trees were blocking many roads, U.S. Federal Emergency Management Agency chief said. The National Weather Service said it had recorded rainfall rates of at least 3 to 5 inches in an hour across northeast New Jersey and parts of New York City, which was under the flash flood emergency for the first time. At Newark Liberty International Airport, 3.24 inches of the rain were recorded, the weather service said. Central Park recorded 3.15 inches of the rain. Newark Airport experienced severe flooding, the airport authority said in a statement, confirming videos posted on the social media that showed a deep water pooling inside. The weather service issued a tornado warning for the parts of the Bronx after radar indicated a tornado had formed in the area. The storm system advancing on the path of southern New England brought drenching rain that could lead to life-threatening flooding, meteorologists said. As the stormy weather moved northeast on Wednesday, it prompted a string of tornado warnings across the parts of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware, including a warning for Philadelphia after the National Weather Service said a large and extremely dangerous tornado had been observed south of the city near Gloucester City, New Jersey. The Weather Service also shared a video of a large tornado which was moving over the Burlington-Bristol Bridge, which connects Pennsylvania and New Jersey. The storm has caused 57,519 power outages statewide, and these numbers are climbing. Some parts of the Northeast faced dual threats as several flash flood warnings were issued throughout the night. A flash flood emergency was issued for the northeastern Chester County, northwestern Delaware County, and Montgomery County in the southeastern Pennsylvania. The storm, which hit Louisiana on Sunday as a Category 4 hurricane, has been downgraded to a post-tropical cyclone, according to the National Hurricane Center. The Weather Service displayed a video of the Brooklyn that showed a car driving through water that resembled a river with the urgent warning. Some areas near the Johnstown, whose history includes several deadly floods, saw 5 inches or more of the rain by mid-afternoon in flooding that triggered as an evacuation order for those downstream from the Wilmore Dam. The service in Baltimore warned that the high winds could cause damage to the houses and mobile homes and asked residents in the southeastern parts of the state to take cover in the basement or on the lowest available floor of the sturdy buildings. Widespread river flooding could occur in southern Pennsylvania and in New Jersey, particularly in Monongahela, Potomac, Delaware, and lower Hudson River basins, forecasters said. The last storm to hit northeast was Henry, which made landfall in the southwestern Rhode Island on August 22 as a tropical storm, sending lashing bands of the rain across the New England. Henry knocked out powers in most of the coastal Rhode Island, forced evacuations in the Connecticut, stranded dozens of the motorists in New Jersey, and shattered rain records in the New York City. As we start this new month of September, it gives us immense gratification to announce that Nanoland has organized an international webinar on 21st September to commemorate Zero Emissions Day. Let's all join this great event to learn from the dignitaries from across the world to put a cap on our emissions to mitigate the climate change. Get yourself registered for the event. The link is in the description. Can't wait to see you all there. That's all for now. For more news updates, stay tuned with us. It's Tomorrow News, Hena Talati. For more weather updates like this, and please subscribe our channel.